Hi guys, this is Voyboy, and I am going to be starting a series where I basically just answer questions from my AMA, and you can find that AMA at tinyurl.com/voyboyama, and you can it's on LawPro. You can just ask me questions, and I'll be answering them either in written form or if I like the questions, I'll be putting them in my weekly AMA segments where I just talk about your questions in a little bit more in depth. And yeah, so let's get right to it. First question I got was Mr. Norange. No, Mr. Norange asks, "Hi, Voyboy. Do you like your new team?" Yes, I really enjoy being on Curse. I like everyone on the team. I like playing with them. I like the house. I like pretty much everything that revolves around my League of Legends life right now, and I'm actually really happy. I couldn't have been happier with the way things have been turning out. Like, we just won the TSM NA tourney, and we placed pretty strong there. It's like an online tourney. It's not too high stakes, $3,000, but just the fact that we were able to come out and beat everyone else it felt really good. Yeah, Lone Star Clash, we finished second. Like, results, we're putting them up. We almost beat CLGU, the top, like, they placed third and fourth at the World Finals. Like, they're a top team in the world, and we showed that we could easily play toe-to-toe against them with barely any practice as a team. So I'm actually really excited for the future. And yeah, I really like being on Curse. So Tainted Darkness asks, "Hi, in your earlier game against Fear Gaming, you maxed E on Lee Sin against Xin Zhao. Can you explain your thinking in doing that? When I play Lee, I normally max Q or W. Thanks." So against Xin Zhao, I maxed E on Lee Sin at the Lone Star Clash, and I did this because E deals magic damage, it scales well with levels, and it also cripples champions that rely on attack speed and movement speed to do their damage, which is something that that Xin Zhao really is, and you can kite him very well with increasing levels of E. And also, Xin Zhao, typically, people will rush like a Ninja Tabi and stack armor against you as Lee Sin to counter you in lane, but if you max E, you actually deal all magic damage for most of the laning phase, and you can trade a lot more effectively. And when you get ganked, you can slow both of your pursuers and just W away to a creep. So maxing E against high attack speed reliant champions like Xin Zhao, Jax, and Aurelia can be very beneficial.
Oh my god, I didn't get it.
Of course, there are benefits. There are benefits to maxing every.
That came out of nowhere. No.
There are benefits to maxing every skill on Lee Sin, but for those matchups, I definitely try to favor E. LL Abstract XD asked, "I love your taste in music. I was wondering if you have heard of a band called Streetlight Manifesto." So yeah, I've definitely heard of Streetlight Manifesto. I really like their music, and I think that one of my favorite songs by them is "We Will Fall Together." It's pretty popular, but
don't run that way.
But thank you for the session.
Has been slain.
I really do like Streetlight Manifesto. So Mr. Fat D asks, "What are you planning on bringing into Team Curse? I love this team, and I knew top was always meh. Are we going to see more ownage now with you on the team?" So I'm definitely going to be trying to bring my own playstyle and stuff in the team. If you watched our games lately, I've been like bringing variety. I'm bringing new comps into our plays. Like, I've been trying to get us to practice this double AD comp. I've been running like top lane Gragas, Elise, all this good stuff. And I definitely think that if you continue to watch our play, you'll continue to be excited by what you see coming from the top lane and the team in general. But most of all, I hope to bring like tournament successes. I think that we're a really strong team, and I definitely think we can place well at events such as IPL and moving on to the Season 3 circuit. So NVL Big asks, "Where, when, and how did your name come about?" So my name actually originated, I used to play an MMORPG called Mabinogi, and my in-game name there was Envoy. I have no idea how I chose that name. I guess I thought it sounded cool, but I ran like a guild, and all my guild members had a nickname for me, which was Voyboy. And so when I started playing League, I tried to take the name Envoy, and it was taken, and I was like, fudge, what do I do now? And so I was just like, well, might as well be Voyboy, and then it stuck for a long time apparently. And yeah, I like the name though. It has a nice ring to it, I guess. So Coinbox asks, Voyboy, I'm a new player to Lee Sin, so what would you recommend on how to play him as top lane? What would I want to max out first, and also what kind of opening would I have to be on the lookout to either gank or watch out for counter ganks? So, new Lee Sin players, basically Lee Sin, if you max W, it's the safest possible way to play him. And he has, with that build, he has lots of sustain, lots of innate tankiness, and lots of mobility to just trade and get out of ganks and stuff. So that would be the safest way to play Lee Sin. If you max Q, then you're playing a very high risk, high reward type, because if you miss your Q, you wasted all your damage potential. But if you're a good Lee Sin player, maxing Q can be very lucrative because it has the highest possible DPS, outside of potentially E against champions like I mentioned previously in this video, such as Zinzao, Aurelia, and Jax. But Lee Sin's a very tough champion to master. There's a lot of nuances to his playstyle, and I'll be releasing further videos down the line that go more in depth on how to play him at the highest level. So look out for those. Dutchy12 asks, what's your favorite champion in solo queue? I have a lot of favorite champions. Among the top would definitely be champions like Katarina, Akali, Lee Sin, things that I know I can snowball with, things that can stomp solo queue games, and things that can just like flat out carry when they get ahead. I think my top would be Katarina. I love playing top lane Katarina. I am kind of proud of the fact that I guess I brought it into popularity. Like I started playing top lane cat, and all these people were like, "What top cat top? You can do that?" And people were like asking me for tips and stuff, and then a lot more top laners started playing it. So yeah, I really like Katarina. I think right now, as of the moment, she's my favorite top lane champ for solo queue. Magical asks, hi there, Voyboy. I'm interested on you sharing the masteries and runes you used for Nasus during last week's matches, since a friend plays him a lot. Even the ideal item build would be great. Thanks, Javier. So the runes and masteries I've used for Nasus in the Lone Star Clash, I actually ran 15 AD, 13 armor, and 12 MR, all flat 80 reds and quints, flat armor yellows, and flat MR blues. And my masteries were 9, 12, 9, so I picked up 9 points in the offensive tree. I spec'd into the armor penetration mastery, 12 in defense. I took tough skin and indomitable with the added health bonus, and in the utility tree, I actually took increased buff duration. So a little mix of all three trees is what Nasus needs, and you can also choose to go something like 9-21-0 or 0-21-9, both of which are okay. But for the games that I played, those were my optimal masteries. Item builds on Nasus. Ideally, you want to get early CDR so you can start stacking that Q farm, and then you want to work towards tanky items. And really, the only offensive item you ever want to throw in, with Nasus is a Triforce, because it scales really well off of his high base AD, and it gives him a little bit of phage proc, a little bit of everything that he needs to just be a beast late game with that stack Q farm. But most of all, you want to be tanky, you want to have Aurelias, you want to have CC reduction, you want to basically just have items to not let you get kited, and to spam Wither, and to just be a disruptive beast that the Dogman is. So, tips for Nasus. CRS Logic asks, so you are a professional gamer, so I'm sure bills are getting paid, but are you or are you not intending to go to college? If so, any prospective majors? So yeah, I'm definitely intending to go to college. I've been working towards it all my life. Like, education has always been something that I've invested a lot of time and effort into, especially during high school. I finished at the top of my class, so I'm definitely lined up to go to college. Prospective majors, ideally further down the line, I want to start studying medicine and maybe go into something, a field related to medical research or some sort of surgery. But yeah, I think as of right now, when I finish with the gaming and professional League of Legends play and stuff like that, I think I'm going to study biomedical engineering and pursue a career path down that line. So yeah, those are all the questions I have for today. If you like to ask questions that could potentially make it into my next week's video, go to tinyurl.com/voyboyama and ask away. If I can't get to you guys your questions in time, I'll try to respond in text directly on the AMA. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.